Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, hi, my name is Izzy and today I'm going to be giving you guys some Netflix recommendations. Anyways, I'm gonna follow the Canadian Netflix. I am also gonna mention a couple of shows that aren't on Canadian Netflix anymore, but were once upon a time. So the first one is How I Met Your Mother. This is a sitcom show about how the main character Ted met the mother of the children, which is the audience that he's talking to, and he kind of narrates the whole thing, and I love How I Met Your Mother. It's one of my favorite shows. I personally like it a lot more than Friends. Let me know if you watched both, which one you like more. But this is a great one to just kind of watch whenever you feel like it. You can be on your phone, you can watch random episodes, and you'll still understand the overall story. So it's a really, really good one. I really like How I Met Your Mother. Next, we've got That 70s Show. This is another sitcom. I really, really like That 70s Show. It's kind of similar to Friends and How I Met Your Mother, and Mila Kunis is on it, so really great. The next one is Selling Sunset. This is a reality TV show about real estate agents in LA, and it talks about their drama and their careers. I find this really interesting because I love real estate, so this is a really great one to watch, and their drama is so interesting. By far one of my favorite reality TV shows. The next show is Prison Break. If you have not seen Prison Break, drop whatever you're doing and go watch it. It is literally one of the most genius shows, if not the most genius show that I have ever seen. The first season is literally a masterpiece, and if you have not seen it, you're really missing out. It's so good. It's basically an action kind of about two brothers who are trying to escape prison, and a lot of stuff happens along the way. Just watch it. Trust me, it's so good. Then we have Gossip Girl. I love Gossip Girl. This show is not for everybody, but it did take me a couple of times to get into it. I think I only actually liked it the third time that I watched the first episode. So it's kind of a hit or miss, but it is really, really interesting. Follows the life of teenagers living on the Upper East Side of New York City, Manhattan, and all of their drama. There's a lot. The next show is Suits. Suits is about lawyers. It's actually filmed in Toronto, so that's really awesome. I'm like representing in that show. It's so good. I love it. If you love law, crime, those kinds of TV shows, you are really going to like this. It's also romantic and drama and stuff like that, just like most shows, but trust me, it's really good. So the next one is kind of a given. It's Grey's Anatomy, and so many people rave about the show for a reason. I haven't watched the most recent seasons because they're not on Canadian Netflix. I'm not even sure if they're on American Netflix yet because they're still on cable as far as I'm aware. But Grey's Anatomy is so good. You will cry so many times throughout the show, and trust me, you don't even have to like medicine or anything of that sort. Like, I am scared of blood, literally so scared of blood, and I still love this show. I showed it to my mom. It's so good, and following the lives of all of the characters is just so interesting. The next show is Jane the Virgin. I know that the girl who plays Jane, I don't remember her name, is in a little bit of light under Hollywood, but nevertheless, the show is so wonderfully written, and it's just so good. I love how the narrator narrates. He's such a perfect fit. Just overall, it's such a good show, basically about a girl who's a virgin who got pregnant. If you want to know how, watch the show. So the next show is The Vampire Diaries. It's unfortunately not on Canadian Netflix anymore, but while it was on, I did get the pleasure of watching it 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. It's so good. It's very corny, very I guess weird, but it's so addicting and so good, and you will also cry so much. Also, The Vampire Diaries has such a good soundtrack. Same with Grey's Anatomy. I have so many songs saved from both of those shows because they're just so good. Okay, so the next show is 90210. It's also not on Canadian Netflix anymore, but while it was, I did also watch it 3 times because I loved it so much. Kind of similar to Gossip Girl in a way because it follows rich teenagers, but but it follows rich teenagers in Beverly Hills, and there's so much drama. It's so cool, so interesting, so much character development. I love 90210, and I wish it was still on Canadian Netflix. So the next show is Once Upon a Time. This is a great show if you like fairy tales. This one also took me a couple of times to get into, but by the time that I watched it the second time, I really liked it. It brings fairy tales to life and pieces everything together in such an interesting way. Such a good show. I love it. So the next show is The Fosters. The Fosters is one of my all-time favorites. I am obsessed with this show. The lead is Maya Mitchell, and she plays her character so freaking well. It's so interesting. It's about a foster family and all the kids that they've taken in, and what I love about the show is that it talks about so many important issues in the world, especially towards the later seasons, and the spin-off Good Trouble, which I also recommend after you watch The Fosters. I love how they bring light to so many topics that need awareness. Just an amazing show, super interesting, again, drama, relationships, all of that, but it's so good. So the next show is Stranger Things. If you have not seen Stranger Things yet, then
what are you doing?
I feel like everybody's seen it, but if you haven't, go and watch it. It's so good. Every single season just gets me hooked again and again and again. I'm currently waiting for the 4th one to come out. I hope it comes out soon because it's so freaking good. Literally so addicting. Watch it. The next show is The Haunting of Hill House. Personally, I could not watch this at night. It was a tad bit scary, but not that scary. I would just watch it in the daytime. It's so good. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just the haunting of Hill House and the family who lived there, and it like goes back and forth between their childhood in that house and their adult lives out of that house, and it's just so interesting. Watch it. I think there's only one season, but it's literally the best 8 or so episodes you'll ever watch of TV. The next show is another reality TV show. It's The Circle USA. I'm sure all of the other countries are really great as well. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. This is a reality TV show about social media influencers. I don't think that they're actually influencers, but they're playing kind of an influencer role with each other, and some of them catfish themselves, and they have to make like a good impression on the other people in the house because they can't meet each other, and it's just really good. The next show is Dynasty. They just released the new season, which I still have to watch, but Dynasty is so good. Do yourself a favor and watch it. And then the last one is another reality TV show. It's Too Hot to Handle. I'm sure you have heard about this show or have seen it already, but if you haven't, watch it. It's so interesting. It's about a group of people who can't have any sexual interaction, and they're stuck on an island for, I believe, a month, and every time they do have sexual interaction of any kind, they get money taken off of the grand prize. Such a good show, so interesting. I highly recommend.
Hello, I am coming from editing because I realized that I forgot to include some shows, and I also started watching some since I filmed the video, so I'm adding in 4 more. So the first one I actually haven't seen yet, but so many people have recommended it to me, and it looks really good. It's called Money Heist. So I'm gonna read the description on Netflix. It's a 96% match for me. 8 thieves take hostages and lock themselves in the Royal Mint of Spain as a criminal mastermind manipulates the police to carry out his plan. So the genres are Spanish TV shows and TV thrillers. The show is suspenseful and exciting. There are 4 parts. I guess that kind of means 4 seasons. But yeah, it looks really interesting, and so many people rave about this show, so it's gotta be good, you know? So the next show I also haven't seen yet, but I have seen a lot of amazing reviews on it on Twitter and on social media. So it's called Outer Banks. So I'm gonna read the description of it as well. On an island of haves and have-not, teen John B enlists his 3 best friends to hunt for a legendary treasure linked to his father's disappearance. That sounds so interesting. It says that it's a teen TV show, TV drama, TV action, and adventure, and the show is exciting. And it's playing like the trailer now, and it looks really good. This one is a 98% match for me. I'm telling you guys the matches just so, like, if you like the other shows that I recommended, you'd probably like these two because of how high the match is. So this one I'm definitely gonna watch. It looks so good. There's one season. So the next show is Annie with an E, potentially Anne with an E. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. But this one I also haven't seen, but I've also heard so many amazing things about this. 96% match. There's 3 seasons. And the description is a plucky orphan whose passions run deep finds an unlikely home with a spinster and her soft-spoken bachelor brother, based on Anne of Green Gables. So if you like Anne of Green Gables, you'd probably like this. I have heard amazing things about this show. The last one that I actually want to mention, I have watched, and I'm watching it right now. It's called Our Planet. And this is a documentary series, so there's 4 or 5 episodes, I believe. And it's basically a documentary about the Earth and its ecosystems and how climate change is affecting everything. And I think it's so interesting. I'm currently on the Jungles episode, which is the 3rd one. And the scenery in this movie is amazing. I literally searched it up because I thought it was fake. But it's all real. They filmed it over 4 years, and it's like amazing quality. You see so many things. I get sad like 1 second, and then I'm like, aww, at all of the pretty animals. But anyways, definitely recommend this. I think it's very interesting and it's real. You know, all of the other shows are a little bit fake or a lot of it fake, you know, but this is literally our Earth, everything that's actually going on. So I think that it's really important to know, and it's really interesting. The narrator is great, and just all of the scenery, it's really, really impressive. So I really recommend watching this, especially if you're unfamiliar with how climate change is affecting the Earth. This will definitely give you a new perspective. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to mention. Now for the outro.
So those are all the shows that I have. I can do a part 2 of this with movies because I've seen so many great movies in my life. But please, if you have not seen any of these shows, watch them. Especially if you've seen another one and you really liked it. Most of these follow the same patterns or the same theme. So yeah, if you do watch them, let me know how it goes. I really hope that you guys enjoy this and find something to do over the summer or quarantine if your country is still doing that. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.